this is what's happening. I'm just going to wait to see what happens. Is that what we're doing? Because if that's what you're doing, you're not living. You're just accepting your life. You're accepting your circumstances financially, in your home, spiritually. You're accepting it, and you're not going to do anything. And God is not going to come down on a cloud just for you and say, okay, I'm going to get you out of this. Come on. That's not how it works. I know that's not how it works. God gave us hands and feet and voices, and he gave us capabilities. He's not. The only thing he's going to do is he's going to help us get there. Sure. But he's not going to take us. He's not. I know that some people use like he's going to take us out of it. I don't truly believe that, because it's kind of like the story of the helicopter, right? About the Christian, he's sitting on the car and there's a flood and God sends the boat and he's like, no, God's going to save me. And then he sends, somebody else and he's like, no, God's going to save me. He sends a helicopter. No, God's going to save me. And then at the end he gets to heaven and he's like, oh, what happened? And God's like, I sent you the boat. I sent you the helicopter. I sent you all these things. You just didn't take it. And sometimes that's what it is. So now it's going to take us to how are we going to rebuild what we have now, where we're at the point in our lives now. What are we going to do? And this is where you have to stop and ask yourself, why do I do the things that I do? Why? Take yourself back to the why. Why did I start coming to church? Why did I start this ministry? Why did I marry this person? Why did I have these children? Why did I go to this job? Why did I want this profession? Think about that. Why? And then you're going to set a goal for yourself. And you're going to say, okay, I'm going to set a goal. It can be a small goal, right? In the beginning. And I love one of them said that, 2 to 3 goals get done, right? And then 9 to 10, it actually backfires and only 1 or 2 get done. And then if you set yourself like 11 to 20, 0 get done. And that's me. That's always me. I get so motivated and excited, especially at school about things. And then I want to do like 100 million things. And then nothing gets done at the end. I'm like, oh, I didn't do anything. So we have to start simple. And then we have to also make the fewest battles necessary to win the war. Okay? That means that you're not going to go out and try to be Santa Teresa and be out there and thinking that you're going to save the whole El Paso today. Right? You're not going to walk out of here and do that. That's not even reasonable. Right? You have to set yourself a reasonable goal. And you have to stop saying to yourself, it's not me, God. It's not me. It's not me. That's not me, God. She's not talking about me. That's not me, God. And you need to say and step out in faith. Think about Gideon. Gideon was chosen by God, and I love this story. And it says that he was sent out to beat the, how do we say it? Midianites? I can't say it. Okay. And I love this part because it said that he even said like if it was playing in his head over and over and over and over again because it was so well rehearsed the way it came out. He said, but God, and don't quote me because this is not exactly how he said it, but it said, I'm the smallest in my family, and I am the least family in the city, and the city is the least city of the land. So he's like, I'm the least of the least of the least of the least. That's right. It's like imagine how many times he probably told him that himself. I would have got tongue-tied. I got tongue-tied when I was trying to read this over and over and over again. And so imagine how many times he must have said that to himself to be able to say this to God and say, like, I can't, right? And God said, go. He told him, you're going to do this. It is you. You're going to do this. So we need to stop waiting for a leader to rise up. Stop waiting for a leader and be that leader in your own life. That's right. When we were at the summit, there were people that were CEOs of companies. There was Bill Gates' wife, Melinda Gates. She's like a multi-millionaire. She's probably the richest lady ever, right? We had somebody that was the CEO of a Ford Motor Company. I mean, oh my God, pastors of like 1,000 people churches. And they're saying these things, and I'm like, who am I? Like, you guys are like amazing people. I'm just a person. And they said, don't think that one person can't make a difference. And we think about this in the world of education. I think sometimes teachers think, well, we can't reach all of them. And we can't, no matter what. There's 23 kids in our class, and we're not going to reach every single student, right? But doesn't every life count? It doesn't matter. It's like that story of the little boy that's on the sea. He's along the shore, and he's throwing those, he's picking up, what are they called? Stars, the sea stars. And he's tossing them back in the ocean. And he's tossing them one by one. And there's thousands and thousands of them. And somebody tells him, what's the purpose? You're not going to save them all. You're not going to save them all. And he's like, yeah, but I just saved that one. and he throws it into the ocean. And it's like, that's true. I'm not going to reach every person I encounter in this world. I'm not going to get to every person. Every coworker is not going to like me. Every kid is not going to like me. I mean, I'm not going to be able to reach every single one. But if I can reach one, that's worth it. That's worth it. It's worth it. I had a little boy this year that he's never had a birthday party. Never. He comes from a family of 6. They're very poverty-stricken. Mom can't drive. It's just a very bad home life. Never had a birthday. I have kids that tell me their birthday a month in advance, by the way. My birthday's coming, Miss Hernandez. My birthday's coming. I'm like, okay, Miss, put it on the thing. My birthday's coming. And I don't give them anything special, okay? I give them like a little plaque. Hey, happy birthday. But usually a mom or a dad will bring them something to share with the class. And this little boy, a whole week had gone by, didn't even tell me it was his birthday. And I had another kid tell me, hey, did you know it was so-and-so's birthday? And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, Miss, he didn't tell you? And I'm like, no. So I thought, there's something wrong there. He didn't tell me his birthday, right? So then I go, hey, why didn't you tell me about your birthday? And he's like, no big deal. So I said, no. So I went out and I bought decorations. I themed his birthday party. I had a birthday party for him. I made him a cake. We decorated the classroom. I had teachers get involved. And I said, can you help this little boy buy him a present, even if it's at the dollar store? They said, sure. All the kids in my class made him cards voluntarily. And the teachers were telling me, but the kids are going to complain. They're going to get mad. They're going to say, well, you didn't do that for all of them. And I said, no, they're smart. They know. And I said, hey, guys, this is why we're doing this. And they were like, yes, miss, let's do it. Let's do it for him. None of them had a bit of jealousy, and that's why I love kids. None of them were jealous. None of them were mad. They understood why I was doing it. And they were like, yes, miss. They were excited about the day. They all hid in the classroom. And when he walked in the door, you should have seen his face. He was like, what? And you can tell the attention has never been on him. Never. Because he didn't even know how to act. He was just like, you know, and we sang happy birthday. We played games. We did all these things. And my principal didn't even know about it. She comes in and she cried. Because she knows this little boy's home life. And she's like, I would have never thought to do that. And I thought, it just happened, right? And I'm not going to be able to do that for every child. I'm not going to ever, maybe there was a kid in my class this year that also had never had a birthday. But it doesn't matter. That's not going to keep me from helping that one student that I can help. So that's what the mindset we have to have. It doesn't matter if you're not going to be able to reach every person or do something for everybody. We don't have the means. A lot of us don't even have money. You know, it's like, how am I going to help all these people? I don't have money. I don't have this. That's not the point. So how are we going to get this? Well, we're going to surround ourselves with positivity. Stop giving in to negativity. When somebody starts talking negative, walk away from them. Or change the subject. That's what I do at work. Because I don't like it. When they start being negative, I'm like, you're just going to bring me down. I'm kind of happy right now, and you're just going to kind of bring me all the way to your level, and I don't want to be there. And my principal loves that about me, because she'll be like, this is why I'm putting you with this team this year. She separated me from my best friend. And me and my best friend are passionate people together as workers. We lift each other up daily. We encourage each other. We're not jealous of each other. We love each other, and we're like, hey, you're doing great, awesome. This is what I'm doing. And then she went, boom, and I was so mad at her. I was like, oh my God, my principal hates me. And she said, Jennifer, I'm going to put you in this group because I want you to do what you're doing, but I want you to do it with these people. And I'm like, well, what if they don't like me? And what if, you know, I wasn't really like, oh. And then I thought about it, I'm like, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the same person I was last year as I am this year with these people. And it's not in my comfort zone. It's out of my comfort zone because she put me with a new teacher, you know, and I'm like, but I'm going to do it. Second thing, we have to add value to people's lives. And there was a whole thing about this, and I can't go into it, and Joey loved it, and I loved it over there, and it was about adding value, purposely adding value into people's lives, intentionally adding value to people's lives. It's not something natural. We're not going to do it. He said we're selfish people, and I love the quote. He said, how many of you guys take selfies with your friends? And you say, that's a good picture. And he goes, and if you think you're not selfish, hold on. He goes, you look at the picture, and you're like, I like it. It's a great picture. Who did you look at? Did you look at the other people in the picture? Mama Charlie's like, Papa was like, somebody's poking their nose. But you're good. So you're like, put it on Facebook. I like that one. And then it's like, but we're not selfish people. He goes, how many people actually look at the group and say, yeah, everybody looks great in this picture. Let's put it on Facebook or let's put it here.
Everybody.
So that was one thing. He said, add value to people's lives. He said his 9-year-old grandson got this. He goes, so how do we as adults don't get this? He said his 9-year-old, he told him, his 9-year-old called him, he said, Grandpa, or Papa, I know how to add value today to people's lives. And he's like, yeah, bud, how are you going to do that? He goes, I'm going to open doors for people. He's like, and you know what, Papa, I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm going to smile at them when I open the door. And you know what, I'm going to take it even a step further, Papa, and I'm going to ask them how their day is going. So he says, so the next day my grandson calls me and he says, Papa, I opened the door for, how many? 49 people today. And he's like, he gets it! He gets it! He understands what adding value to people's life. People don't wake up intentionally thinking they're going to, unless you think you're like God-given, you're just like walking in the room like, I'm adding value to people's life right now. You know, it's me, I'm here. You're not going to do that, right? You have to intentionally add value to people's life. It doesn't matter what it is. Be a listener. Oh my God, so many bad listeners, right? I love these people at my work. They're horrible. They're talking to me and I'm listening and I'm trying so hard. I am a talker, but I will wait my turn, right? So then I start talking and they're like, and I'm one of those people that like, I make eye contact and they're talking and they're like, and then they start talking to someone, I'm like, listening? Are they even listening to me? I'm like, God, they're such bad listeners. And so be a listener, a good listener. Don't just like speak your part and be like, okay, la la la, like that little dog from Up. It's like, oh, you know, squirrel. And then another one is believe who you are in Christ. God made us good. Amen. That's right. God made us good. It said He looked at us and He said He made us good. Okay? You might not like some of the things that we do, our characteristics, some of the things in our personality, but otherwise He still made us good in His image. And don't give in to the haters. I love this one. T.D. Jakes, I love him. They asked him, how do you deal with the haters? He's so successful. And he's like, oh, then I know I'm doing my job. He's like, man, if the haters are there, I'm like, oh, I'm on the right track. He goes, I tell myself, you got to pass down the hall of haters in order to get to your way of success. And it's so true. This year, so many things. God opened the doors for so many things at school this year for me. So many things. It was amazing. I got to speak to the superintendent. I got to present to the superintendent, and I work in the least schools, in the least district, in the least city of El Paso, okay? There's all these great schools. Eastwood, they talk about Pasadena, scores are up, right? We were like, man, our school's like gonna get condemned. And they were like, we want you to speak. And I'm like, they're gonna close my school. What does he care about what I have to say? He probably thinks I'm like a slacker teacher. And they're like, no, you're gonna go speak to him. And I was like, oh my God, are you sure? And not only that, but I had to propose him to give money. Oh, it was like, oh, right? It was a board member meeting, and it was, the purpose was to pass a bond. And I was like, okay, sorry, that's my time already. So anyways, God opened a lot of doors for me, and there were a lot of haters. So I had to just keep going. Because they were telling me, you're not getting paid for that, why are you doing that? You're being a kiss, blah, blah, blah. And anyways, so yeah. And then be a leader, believe in yourself, and enlarge your vision. Enlarge it. I like this was a quote that they said, if it's small enough for you to accomplish alone, it's too small. It has to be a vision that you are going to have to get involved with other people. Okay? And I'm going to skip all that. And the last thing I'm going to say, there's 3 things I want you to walk away with today. Go. Hold on. There. Okay. So, this is going to ignite your passion, and you can start today. Okay? Enlarge your vision. Make it bigger.
Come on.
Bigger.
Come on.
Bigger.
Yes.
Empower people, not just yourself. And embrace risk. That takes you back to why those times you were passionate, right? And so if you do all these things, you're going to be able to get on the right track to reignite your passion. Okay, last one. And I promise you get the thing, babe. Promise. Okay. I was told there would be lights at the end of the tunnel. And I hope you kind of reached that light, but Joey's going to take it home, so I know you will. And then one more. This is the last one. Why are you guys laughing? I want you to really think about this. This is for us here. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Okay? That's insanity.